So here we are at Pikes Peak International Hill Climb in Colorado. Um, we're doing the modern version in the modern current record holding car. Seeing if I can break the record. And gosh, it's such. All the speed really is made at the bottom because at the top there's not really much to do to and make your time faster unless you go in and set up your car specifically for that section, and then you're gonna lose time everywhere else. So let's take a look and see what we can do. See some basic setup changes. I'm gonna make one practice run here. Gonna try this. Much faster. dangerously close to the guardrail again. Whew, what a rough run. Oh, that was beautiful. Look at that. 740. That's definitely beyond the record. But let's enjoy the replay on that one. Alright, I'm going to take this time to kind of talk about some things. Please enjoy the video. If you would like, put me on mute or something. Or, if, comment in the section if you'd like me to just upload the replay. But I thought I'd take the time to talk instead of extending the video out and talking about Dirt Rally. But you're going to see here early on, right there actually, the high-speed physics in this game aren't spot on. And the time I set feels unfair because I feel like the physics aren't quite there. There doesn't feel to be aero push on the car, as you're going, the wind's not hitting it, pushing it down. It's got a giant wing on the back and a giant nose cone. It should have a lot of downforce. But it doesn't feel that way. It feels like all the weight's in the tires on this game. And I'll talk about that just a little bit. Now, the real reason I wanted to do this video, as I'll go into the ditch there and lift the wheel off, is this track is spot on accurate to the real life. I did go there this summer. And when I went there, I really enjoyed myself. Got to drive up which I couldn't remember the track because it'd been so long since I'd done it in this game. And so I got to drive up, I got to see the view, and it nails it. The graphics are spot on as far as what it looks like going up that mountain. Now, the cameras do a great job of hiding the game's flaws. It makes it very cinematic, and it switches to on-car cameras in places that you're going a lot of high speed. And I think that's because they know that flaws will show. Now, right there, every hairpin on here and every mid-speed corner looks very realistic. But notice it switched to an in-car camera there, and that's because I was going high speed. I feel like it doesn't want to show the high speed turns from an exterior camera because they look funny. And if you see, there it is, it's showing a little bit there. And I go right into the smooth hairpin. It looks great. But you just see an inch of wait a minute, this doesn't look quite right. And that's my complaint with the game. We're going to talk about that a bit. And that's where I've lost my care for this game, really. Going back to when it was in beta, early access, I've submitted many forum posts with problems of force feedback, problem of physics, things like that. They did fix a lot of issues, but they took very long time to push out content, so people got to where they were just memorizing courses, and there still isn't very much content. And I've started noticing, as I tried to play more and more of this game, do some online stuff, that the older cars and just certain cars don't feel realistic. I feel like the weight of the car is in the tire and in the wheel, which would make sense because that would make it very realistic at your middle and low speed corners, because it's transferring that weight between the wheels instead of the car body. But I still feel like there's not enough body roll for rally cars. Now, this car wouldn't have very much body roll because it's pavement, it's got a nose cone and a big wing. It would be more aero based. But watching this video, it looks as if it should have more roll, because it doesn't look like it's faceted to the ground like it would be, because there's no aerodynamics. And my guess is they probably just didn't program aerodynamics in this game. Why would you? It's an off-road rally game. You don't typically go that fast, but then they stepped in, went and did hill climb. So it's like they didn't really know what they were aiming for. And it does look good. This right here, I don't know, this isn't the turn I was thinking it was, but yeah, I messed that one up. And I think I messed this one up. That looks good up in there in a minute too. But I lost my care for this game when they released it with barely any content and did not care to do expansion packs. I was hoping they would do like a Rally America expansion pack, do American rallies, maybe do Mount Washington as the hill climb. I think it's Mount Washington. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I know Rally America goes to a hill climb and it's gravel. See, I messed that one up too. I did mess up some on this. This was not a perfect run by any means. On time did not beat the record in the game, but the record in the game is completely unrealistic. See right here, you're going to see me get in the ditch over here. And did you see what the car did? Now that ditch is leaned in just a little bit, but the car completely just slid because I lost that front traction. It didn't know what to do. And that's what happens in any of the rallies, whether it be Monaco, or not Monaco, whether it be the French one, that's snowy, whether it be Greece, it's gravel, or Britain, that's muddy. Anytime you get in bumpy terrain, you lose your physics. Anytime you lose tire on ground physics, the physics disappear. And that's what I'm saying. It feels like all the weight is in the wheels and not on the body. Jumping in this game is actually very laughable. And although I love racing at Finland in 90s and up cars, everything pre-90s, like 80s, 70s, 60s, feels very bad at Finland because they don't jump properly at all. They hit the ground and bounce like they're rubber balls or something. But it is a very fun game, and like I said, if you stick to modern or semi-modern cars, 90s, 2000s, it feels pretty good. And like I said, this location, it looks very real in real life to this. It, of course, it looks real in real life. It looks very real in game to what it is in real life. And it handles really good. It's the only game I know of that's modern that I can do Pikes Peak. It's definitely the only one I know of where it's the paid version. But, you know, I remember as a kid watching Pikes Peak, and when it was half gravel, half paved, and it was something to go there, and it's something to race it in here after going there as well. It's very cool. There's no way I would ever go that fast here in real life. It is absolutely horrifying to drive up those mountains in Colorado. I did go up Mount Evans as well, and it's actually worse. It's about one lane. This is a 2-lane road that goes up the mountain. It's like a 1-lane road. But they don't hill climb there, obviously. But yeah, the game looks good. It feels decent most of the time. I'll put an asterisk there. Most of the time feels good. Definitely spot on in mid and low speed corners. But where it loses it is anytime you go off track, and this is a rally game. As a finish here, I've really nailed the time, but this is a rally game, and in rally, you're supposed to be able to cut and take some time off and not have to worry about, I went off the actual track, the actual road, so now I'm going to lose time because I lost physics. Basically, you didn't lose traction, you lost physics. One wheel came up in the air, and all the other three didn't know what to do. So that's the big complaint. Now I did have a lot of fun running this. Also had some frustration in practice trying to get it memorized real quick to do a video, but you see me set the car up. It's pretty much just default with some gear changes, and the game's fun, has its moments, but there's definitely some issues. Dirt Rally's not all it's cracked up to be. I still feel RBR is the definite experience, and Codemaster said, well, ours are better. Just because RBR's is hard doesn't mean it's real. I've tried using techniques in real life on here, and it doesn't work the same. And RBR, they did an excellent job at nailing the physics, so it's still the ultimate. I do have WRC7. I haven't put a lot of time in it. It's 2 years newer than this, so it should be better, but we'll see. But that's it for now. I don't want to really elongate the video, so I wanted to talk through the replay here is to kind of just give my opinion on some of the physics issues I've ran into here. And I know it's not popular because everybody says Dirt Rally is the premier rally game, but I disagree. Still think RBR is on top there. You can get mods to make it modern, even though it's a 15-year-old game. And really, let's talk about something real quick. This is competing with a 15-year-old game. They should have really just went above and beyond. And even with Dirt 4, they should still be trying to make it better. And pace notes is a big thing of mine. If I do another video, I'll probably get into that. But for now, we'll just leave it at the physics. And there's some issues there. But it's a lot of fun. I had fun doing this. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you'd like me to just upload a replay of this, then, let me know in the comment section. But, I did try to do the actual, up the mountain in the car as focused and as steady as I could to set that time and let you hear the car and hear the sounds. Sounds are excellent in this game, so it's 1+. But, yeah, just let me know if you'd like some more of this. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button to keep with the channel and don't miss anything. And I'll see you later.